Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. This is episode 5 of our Craftaway community series, and while you guys were gone, I have been busy. We now have our very own enchanting table. I was able to get the bookshelves quicker than I thought, and I'll show you why in just a few minutes. We've also did a little bit to our skeleton spawner so we could AFK without lagging the server. So what we've done is we've put in a piston retractor. So now they'll drop here to the one hit kill, or if we do this, they drop straight down into a little room we've created. And they die, and everything goes right into the chest. So that way we can AFK overnight and get all the bones that we need. And we have done that. Last episode was finished yesterday. I AFK'd last night, and we got plenty of bones. And I'll show you what I've done with those in just a minute. Alright, so you guys remember we got the little automatic sugarcane farm going last episode, and I didn't feel like I was getting the right amount of sugarcane out of this thing while it was running. So I actually did some tests, and I put in 4 bone meal, and I should have got 8 sugarcane, but I actually only got 4 sugarcane. So I went and adjusted the repeaters to 3 ticks, and well, 4 ticks. So that seemed to help. I think what was happening was as the bone meal was going in, this was growing so fast, one right after the other, that the game was actually only registering what was right in front of the piston and wasn't registering the very top one, because even though you could see 2 of them getting knocked off, only 1 was going into the chest. I think that was kind of a reverse duplication glitch. So instead of duplicating, it was actually cutting my sugarcane in half. And what we've been doing while we're standing here waiting for the sugarcane to grow and run through the bone meal, actually been doing a good bit of fishing. We used some of our XP levels from the Skelly farm, made an enchanting fishing rod, and we've been doing some fishing, and we've been doing okay. We've got saddles, fish, we've got a couple of books, not decent books, but a couple of books. Let me get down below into the mine and I'll show you what we've been up to. In between episodes, we did some more mining, and this is going to be my shaft mine down here, obviously. And what I'll do is I'll continue going in this direction. I've had these things that went out several thousand blocks in some of the older realms that I play on. We'll just keep going that way. But while we were mining, we actually had another zombie villager wander down out of the cave up here. We've got our nether wart planted now, but we had another zombie villager wander down out of the cave. We trapped him and turned him into a farmer. So now we have a farmer to trade with. Let's put our melons and pumpkins in here, because he takes carrots, pumpkins, and melon slices. Pretty good trade on the melon slices is 4 melon slices for an emerald. That's 1 melon for an emerald. It's 6 pumpkins for an emerald, and I don't want to wake him up. We're going through a night cycle, hopefully. And I also put down a couple of more beds. We got 2 more villagers going, so now I have 4 librarians. And my plan is to continue going all the way through. I don't know how far we'll go. We'll go far enough till we get a mending book, because that's what we're actually after, is a mending book. Also, we needed carrots to trade with the farmer. Wasn't quite sure where to get carrots. I looked around. There's none at the public farm. I kind of went snooping. So Mystic, you had some carrots planted down by your fishing dock. I harvested those. I replanted them, and it got me a couple of carrots. And then we took a lot of the bone meal from the Skelly farm and got the carrots started growing. So we've got carrots now, so we can trade with this farmer. That's a real quick, easy way to get emeralds. We also have a lot, and I mean a lot, of paper now from the sugarcane farm. Once we figured out that we were losing sugarcane here and there, fixed that, it really upped the production of the sugarcane. So, and of course, I know there's one around here. Now that we have 4 villagers with beds, the cats started showing up. Yeah, we have cats now. And here we have spice and sugar. Kind of said that back, didn't I? Sugar and spice. How about that? So we went ahead and tamed a couple of the stray cats. I do want to get the achievement for befriending 25 stray cats. Um, that's going to be a lot of cats, but I do like being able to stand here at night and the phantoms, when they start coming from me, they get a little ways away and they're like, nope, not going to come down there with the cats. So that's good for keeping phantoms away. I'm not sure to keep creepers away. I think that's just ocelots. But I haven't seen any creepers around. And I think what's neat is if you make them follow you. Come here, kitty. He'll go right back to the bed. They love to sit on beds. They love to sit on chests. Kind of like real cats. I have 3 cats in real life, and they are forever wanting to get up on things and lay down. We have a couple of cat perches. They're always on there, but they really love getting on the bed and laying down. Every so often, they'll come into my room, lay under my desk, different things. But enough about the cats. So this episode, I want to get back on the tree farm. That's going to be a pretty big build. Kind of got an idea of what I want to do for the design, and I've been playing around in my creative world. We're also going to start our main building today. I still got to gather up a little more resources. I still want that acacia wood. I really would like to do it in acacia wood, but I'm going to try it in oak just to see how it looks. I don't think it quite looks like I want it to, so we're going to get started on the tree farm for now. We may get started on the building, or we may actually wander off and see if we can find a savanna biome and get some acacia wood. I'm not sure if there's one out there close to us. I'm going to look on the Discord to see if anybody's got the coordinates of one, and that may determine if I actually want to go and do it this episode or not. But for now, let me get started on the front of the tree farm, and we'll be back. Okay, so we've got the start of the tree farm going, and I got this far and I realized I forgot to stockpile some glass. So I'm going to have to go find some sand, because we're going to fill in these big giant holes with glass. I may add a little bit of detail in here and then fill it in with glass. I'm not sure yet, but glass is going to go in the middle, and then so forth and so on. Every level is going to be pretty much the same, and then we'll come up with a design for the sides. And then we're basically going to close in the back and put some storage areas back there off to the side of the stairwells. But the stairwell is just going to repeat like this all the way up. And we'll just close it in the back. Probably in these areas here. Probably put some glass all the way across. Do something with the sides. Maybe put some glass in the sides instead of closing it in. I'm not sure yet. But as of right now, we have 0 glass, 0 sand. I'm going to have to go on a little bit of a quest to find some sand. We'll get on that. Maybe show you guys in a time lapse. I haven't done a time lapse, I don't think, in this series. I do need to practice doing those so I can get better at them. I'm going to start doing some third-person time lapses down the road. So let's go find some sand and see how that works out for us. Come on, let's go. Well, that wasn't fun. I forgot I've been AFKing down at the skeleton farm to get bones, and we haven't slept in several nights, as you can tell from all the phantoms that plagued us on the way back. I went unprepared, no bed to sleep in. I forgot I didn't have shulker boxes to take with me, so I could only get like a semi-full inventory of sand. So we're just going to have to make do with what we got. But before we forget again, let's sleep right quick. Alright, that should take care of the phantoms for now. We'll go through this sand in the smelter, get it smelted up in some glass. I think I want to try to make some light gray stained glass. And we'll get that in and see how it looks, and we'll come back. So while we've been waiting for the sand to smelt up into glass, we went ahead and expanded on down and put 4 more beds down, and the villagers bred right up. So we have 4 new baby villagers now. Hopefully when they grow up, they will all turn into librarians. That's how I did this one. I set the beds up, set up the lecterns, and when they grew up, they were automatically librarians. And we've already picked up our glass from the smelter. We did make a run back out to get flowers. When I was getting the sand, I was picking up the, I think they're called, I don't know what they're called. But I don't have any of them anyway, so I can't even tell you. But I was picking up one type of flower thinking those were the right kind of flowers for light gray dye, and they were the wrong flowers for light gray dye. So we made our way back out, got that. We've already dyed up some of the glass panes. Well, we dyed up the glass and turned them into glass panes because that's what I actually want to use. Hopefully no phantoms. We actually got a couple of more cats. I'm going to get that befriend 25 stray cats achievement before it's over with. We'll give these 2 names later on. I really would like to have a jelly cat. I watch Good Times with Scar. Oh wow, look at the zombie villagers. We've got plenty of villagers. We don't need you guys. Go away. That's a new sound. It's just a smack sound. Usually they make a noise. They're not making the... Oh, go away, creeper. Run. Ooh. So these are the flowers that I was picking up. Let's see what these things actually are. So that is a lily of the valley. That's what I thought I needed to make a light gray dye, but that actually makes white dye. And I actually went out and picked up, I thought there was a few more right here. There's a skeleton, run. But there's not. So, I don't know what the flowers are called. I'll figure that out later. But we've got our gray stained glass in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill in. I like the way those ride right. Where did you come from? Definitely not safe at night around here. Wow. I like the way, though, before I was rudely interrupted, I was saying I like the way that those ride right at the edge of the steps. There is a little bit of an overhang, but there's not much you can do about that. Let's fill this in and see how it actually looks. Let's finish this row. I don't like placing glass. It's so awkward. I guess I could get my scaffolding back out, couldn't I? That would probably help. But it's easy to just crouch and walk along it. Usually you can line it up pretty easily. Usually. If you're me, you have a hard time with everything in this game. So it's not that fancy. Real simple design. I just want to get a building up around it. I did go back and take the glowstone out. I said I was going to take the glowstone out, and it does give an adequate amount of light. Probably need to put some in the corners here to light up the corners, but I think those lanterns under the glass are actually going to work. And I may actually trade these out for... I don't think the type of glass or the color of the glass really matters. Oh boy, I did it now. I can't get back out. There we go. Yeah, I may trade those out just so the glass in the building all matches. That's kind of a thing with me. And I went back and changed out the birch wood for the dark oak. What do they call this? Shaved wood? Stripped wood. The dark oak stripped wood, I think is what it's called. Changed that out with the birch. I don't like this design. I don't know if I like the stone and the smooth stone together with the wood. I'm not sure if I like the design or not. I wanted to kind of break it up instead of doing symmetrical stuff, but yeah, that's really bugging me. So probably going to redesign this whole floor to something more symmetrical. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but we're going to go ahead and keep going on the building. Get the other side in, get the sides in, and start on the back. We're going to get the first floor completely done. Then we'll know how to proceed on up. And we're, like I say, we're going to have this building's going to be pretty daggum tall. I got to thinking about that, and I'm like, this thing's going to be 200 blocks tall before it's over with. And that's not really going to fit in with the theme of our village. So I think what I may actually do is divide it up, because I've got 4 wide. So I may do oak on this side, birch on this side, spruce on this side, jungle on that side, and then do a level of acacia. Maybe dark oak on one side. I'm not sure yet. Still got to figure that out, but I don't want this building to be so tall you can see it from spawn, you know what I mean? So that's a good thing about Minecraft. You can adjust on the fly. You come up with an idea, you think it's going to be great, and when you start it, just like our tower, you just don't like it. You can tear it down and you can start over. That's one of the great things about this game. The creativity sometimes is in my brain, does not translate well into the Minecraft world. We're going to continue on that, and I've also decided when you're standing here, this is kind of closed off in the corner, but we wanted it like that, but I think I'm going to actually come to about right here. I think I've said this once already, but we're going to cut this whole corner off. We're going to cut this down, come through here, cut this down, and right about here, we're going to start looping back around, terraform everything down, and then that'll come back down to here, which should be right behind, or, well, right beside, I guess, our mine. So we're just basically going to take a big crescent moon shape out of the mountain here, just to give us a little more room for some buildings. That way that building's kind of, you can see it when you come out of the mine shaft. I want a clear line of sight down through here to the tree farm. So we've got part of the second floor up. We started down the side, but this video is already running almost 20 minutes long, and you know, I keep saying I don't want the videos to run too long. I've had some feedback that as long as the content's interesting, you know, the length of the videos really don't matter, but I don't want them to run very long, so we're going to go ahead and start ending the video here. But I just wanted to show you right quick what I'm going to do down the side. Basically just like it is on the front, we're just going to make a little part that juts out. Maybe put some decorations in these little parts. But I've also went back and torn the floors out and went with a little more symmetrical pattern. I think I'm going to change out all of this smooth stone slabs for the spruce leaves, maybe. Just to kind of break up the color so it's not all just gray. And then we're going to do the same thing up on the second and the third floor. Basically the same design. I'm going to take this wood back out. I was going to try it, and I just don't really like the way it looks. If you could place these in a certain direction, but no matter which way you aim or what block you aim at, they place to where the texture is always the same way. So I don't really like that. So I think we're just going to go with all of the spruce leaves. I really like the spruce leaves, the darkness of them. You guys may be picking up on a pattern for me that I like the darker woods. I said I was going to do the tree frame in oak wood and see how it looked, but we actually went with the stripped dark oak. I was going to go get some acacia. Still may change it out for acacia. The acacia is just brighter, and I do like it. But I like the stone. I like the darkness of the stone, the cracked stone bricks. I do like that. So we've done a little bit more around the area. I'm going to show you that right quick before we jump off. We got a few more cats. Just a few, not too many. And I wanted to show you this cat in particular, with the exception of the eyes. She kind of looks like, or he, this cat, kind of looks like one of my cats in real life. We have a stray cat that we adopted, and her name is Sasha, and she's a calico, but this cat looks a lot like her. I'm going to try to get a picture of Sasha and put it up in the next video so you guys can see, but we have seriously expanded down here. We brought our chickens down. We brought some chickens down. We're going to start another chicken farm down here for eggs because this farmer will trade you emeralds for eggs. We've put in just a manual farm here, just a long line of carrots, long line of wheat. The wheat is to get bread to feed to the villagers. The farmer, however, takes carrots in trade. And we're going to come over here. I was going to put in another couple of lines of pumpkins and melons, but I may actually do an auto farm, or not an auto farm, but a redstone farm for those. Krieg has one that he put a design up in the Discord for. I looked at it on the pictures, but I couldn't quite make out how it was made. So we're going to ask him if we can come over and take a look at it. But you'll notice we've really expanded the villager place. We kind of redid everything, expanded the villagers. This guy here is an efficiency 5. He's got an efficiency 5 book. We're trying to get a mending book, but so far we've had no luck at all with getting a mending book. We've got a lot of crazy stuff in here. There's a sharpness 5. There's a looting 3. I think there's an efficiency 4 in here somewhere. I've got to name tag them when I figure out who's who, and we'll get to that later. But I also found out that we have a villager trading hall. The coordinates, I got the coordinates for that, so we're going to go over there in between episodes. Probably we may do it on camera right at the end so you guys can see what it looks like. I want to make sure I'm not spoiling anything before I record it. But we're going to go over there. I heard there was a mending villager over there, so we're going to keep trading up with our villagers to get emeralds, and then we'll head over that way and get us a couple mending books and put on our stuff. And that'll keep it from breaking. But that's going to do it for this episode. I'm still struggling with getting the right content that I want into each video. There's so much that I'm doing. There's so much that I want to show you guys. And just trying to cram it into a 20-minute episode is not working. But I don't want the episodes to run long, so I'm going to try to get better at picking one thing per episode, working on that one thing per episode, and not wandering off doing different things. But I hope you enjoyed it so far. Thanks for watching as always. I do appreciate the support I've been getting lately on the channel. We're gaining subscribers every day, it looks like. The views per video are going up, which is awesome, and I'm just having fun over here. We haven't really met any of the other Castaway misfits, as I'm calling them, or the misfits. We haven't really met any of them. We haven't talked with them, in other words. We've chatted with them in game and traded with a few of them, but we're talking about getting together in chat and actually talking to each other, meeting each other, you know, how you meet over the gaming system. So that I'm looking forward to that. That should be fun. But we're going to go ahead and really end the episode. I keep saying I'm going to end the episode, but then I keep talking. But I'm going to end the episode here. Remember, as always, until next time, game your way. We'll see you around.